And I'm live. Still in the same place. Oh man, I'm still where I was. No, I'm in a better state of mind, I suppose. That's all you can hope for, right? Your outside ain't gonna change until you change your inside, y'all. Hey, what's up, everyone? I am the High Priestess Phoenix. I'm your spiritual healer, teacher, shaman, seer, oracle, light worker, earth angel. I gotta talk about shaman. Keep it in mind. Keep it on top of the mind. Earth Angel, Starseed, Mystic, Medium, and Messenger of God. What's up, what's up? I'm Lilith, reincarnated, Callie. Sarah Dwin, we're stepping into that for show. Medusa, Bridge, Kalik, Isis, Morgan, Kanyen, Hecate. I'm pretty much the goddess of the moon, bro. Almost all of the teachings of it. If I wasn't that broad, it was because I was in another body, but that broad was just another version of me. Pretty much. Hey, how you doing? How you doing? What's up, everybody? Shamans. That's what I want to talk about. Shamans are men, bro. They weren't women. They weren't women. In order for me to claim a shaman, I have to have some masculinity. That was a gift given to the men. What is it? Patriotic blessings or patriotic visions? They had visions. They were psychic. They were wizards. No, they were called shamans. And that's it. They could use this elements. They could use, alright, you can't see them, but all those trees right there, those are oak trees. Those are druidry. They went to the trees. Witches go to, the trees are everything. They give life. They give life. They have secrets. They've been in the ground since, forever. They've taken in negativity and given out positivity since before we got here. They have a beautiful story to tell. Anyways, going back to the shamans. They're men, not women. It's just as weird as me being part of the Melchizedek order. It's just as weird as me being part of Christianity. There's no place for women in that shit. Oh, no, let me show you. I had to teach you something today. And that's just it. Really, it was men that were chosen. God gave the gifts to, men. That's it. Sometimes. Yeah, that's just how it is. Why did God give Jesus a bunch of homies, and one woman? You don't need a bunch of women. You need a bunch of bros. I'm just saying. Bros before hoes. Just kidding. Let's talk about it. What are we talking about today, Willis? Well, in order to keep up with this bullshit, I don't know. By the time you get this message, it probably won't be relevant in my community page, but I've had a lot of shit going on in my community page today. A whole lot of healing. A whole lot of emotional clearing. And that's it, too. You see how God is? God is such a jerk. As soon as I finally start to calm down, here comes a friend request of my ex-husband. Mr. Plum wasn't here when it happened. Mr. Plum was like, I can't believe it. Said it wasn't him. He would never. Do you remember he hung up on the phone when I called him? He's terrified of me. That was God. God gave that idiot strength. He said, you know what? Go friend request her. He has never friend requested me, ever. He knows better than to fucking do that shit. Think about this. I have no friends on any of my accounts, and you think I'm going to let you into my account? Where I have all of my documentary, where all my personal information is, where all my memories and my pictures and my whole fucking, my pot of gold. I'm gonna let you into my pot of gold? Anyways, that wasn't him. He's a spineless nobody. That was God. God who gave him strength to piss me off. God did that. So anyways, it pissed me off. I can't believe you, God. And so that's what I got to think about. How desperate are you? Are you desperate enough to go crawl in this guy's bedroom? That's what he wanted, too. I got a bed. I got a house. I got a job. Okay, you guys can come stay with me. I'm doing really well. You'd be so proud of me. That's what you told me before I left Denver and you disappeared. Oh, I'm not going to get my pay. I quit my job and I'm not going to be able to pay. Well, I appreciate you telling me that. Then you disappear for 6 months. You know what I mean? Remember, I called you and all of this? You don't remember that you threatened me with a lawyer and said you were going to take my kids and all this shit? And you want to be my friend? Oh my God, you psychopath. Anyways, what does this have to do with anything? It has everything to do with everything. Can't you see why it's so hard for me to trust men, to love men, to get near a man? This was the last man, bro. He fucked me up so bad. So bad. Why? Because he's a fuck up, dude. He was just working with the shit that he has inside of him. You know what I mean? That's it. But ultimately, it's like, this is it, guys. Why can't she just calm down when it comes to men? If you had a man like this in your life, you would never do it again. And I promised I wouldn't. But yet, somehow, I saw Bobby and was willing to do it again. I just was like, I can do this again. I can do this for you. I'll do this again. And then you heard the stories of what happened with Bobby. So why would I do it again? But then I saw Russ. I can do this. But then look what Russ did to me. And then Marshall. And then look what Marshall did to me. I have every reason to quit. Always. Always. I could give up at any time and God would be okay. It's acceptable. The whole world would understand why I can't do this no more. Why I can't believe anymore. I can. All I gotta do is let go of what has happened and believe in something better. But you can't let go of what's happened if it still hurts. I still had to speak my truth. And my truth is polarizing. That's what I told Mr. Plum. I said, I didn't go out easy. You know I'm not that girl. Not to that man. And I read him the message and I told him, you're a gay man that I'm not attracted to. You used my children to make a place in your family, not ours. This is all for show. This is you manipulating 3 human beings to use this in your childhood trauma. You know what I mean? Ultimately, I'm not attracted to you, and my kids have rejected you as their father. I had to tell him, how nice do I have to be until I have to be that mean and just hit you with the mean truth? You're gay and I don't like that. When are you going to accept that you're gay and I don't like that? When are you just going to accept that you're gay and that's okay? But that your wife, your ex-wife, doesn't like that. The fact that she was married to a man that was gay, that doesn't sit right with her. I will never look at you the same again, ever, and I will never really want to, and I was willing to face you. I'll come see you. But remember, it is my children, your children, that refused you. I was willing to face you. They don't want to. So why are you bothering me? Why are you talking to me when the only thing that you have to do with me wants nothing to do with you? Don't you think it would have been smarter for him to make a payment before he asked to be my friend? You know what I mean? You know, wouldn't that have been proper grooming? Let me do something nice before I try to be nice. Let me try to fix this before I try to, get in this. Let me see if I can help her, and then maybe I can manipulate her. No, bro, he went in raw dog. I'm gonna fucking bend you over and just hurt you. That's all that was. I'm just gonna shit on your face and friend request you. No, I'm gonna shit on your heart. And that's what I told him. I was like, Christina McClure, because you're not a Christian. Mr. Plum said, oh, yeah, I did, Mr. Plum. And I posted a picture of all 3 of his children that he abandoned. Remember, there's another one down here, too. Remember? There was 3 that you fucking did this to. Their mothers don't want you. And they don't want you. Because of who you are. Who you've chose to be your whole life. You've chose to never step into the fucking responsibility of what was called. You chose to, out of your own free will, to be a child, and you want all of the attention, and you want, you want to be a child. You didn't choose to acknowledge that they were children and they needed more than you. And he is that type. He is that type, bro. Now remember what he did. He got mad at us because we wouldn't go see him for his June 6th birthday. And he posts pictures about how his family bought, they bought him new Jordans and they bought him all this stuff. Okay, it's in my videos. Remember the bag of fucking leftover crap he sent my son. He didn't even buy him a gift. There was nothing in there with a price tag. It was just leftover crap in his mother's house that he'd fucking had her ship for $60. Do you understand that I was married to a person that was playing such fucking manipulative games with me that I couldn't even know what was happening? I was ill. I was being manipulated and abused and coerced and just fucked, literally. Because then on top of that, if you don't fucking do this, I'll go have somebody else do this. If you don't fuck me, then I'm going to go have someone else fuck me. So he'd literally, threaten to go give himself to another woman if I didn't do what he said. And then you put in the violence, where he would just get up and fucking punch me. Just grab me by the hair, just kick me in my face, just throw things across the room at me because he's thinking about something that hurts. And I may have breathed too hard or told him to take a shower. Do you remember that, Christian? I told you after days I couldn't take it, and I said, can you please take a shower? And you choked me. You pulled me and lifted me up on the wall and choked me till I passed out because you stunk. Do you remember that? Do you think I want to be friends with that kind of guy? Do you remember me being pregnant and you putting a laptop on top of my back and going to town? I don't want to be friends with you, bro. I don't know how you can be friends with your sister when her mouth was on your dick. But you're gay, so I don't know. Gay people can get away with certain things that I guess you didn't feel it. It didn't feel anything, so it didn't mean anything. But everything you did to me, it hurt. Everything you did to our children hurt. We're not your friends, bro. We're forgiving. We're understanding because we see you as a broken child. But you're not going to play broken child games with us and try to hurt us. And so that's to my future husband. What's wrong with me? Look at what's wrong with me, bro. Look what's happened to me. Have a little compassion and understand I'm doing my best, bro. I'm doing my best to try to get over this. But it's not one person in one situation. It's a lifetime of pain and suffering that I'm trying to overcome so that whoever you are, I can give you everything without ever holding back because of what somebody else did. That's what I'm trying. And I have no reason to believe that you're going to be any better than all the rest of these men. But it's just a hope and a faith that keeps me going. Because if I don't believe in love, then what do I believe is out there? If I can't believe that there's some guy out there that's going to love me, then how can I believe that the rest of the world's going to love me? If I can't believe in one intimate relationship, and it doesn't have to be physical, because as you can see, we got to worry about that too. For all different reasons. You know what I mean? If I can't believe in one intimate relationship, how am I going to have any? Shoot for the stars, or you shoot for the stars, you're going to land on your ass. If you shoot for the moon, you might land on a star. And that means I gotta go for gold, bro. I gotta believe that I'm getting married, I'm having children, that the fairy tale is real. I've got to live in a fairy tale land. I've got to. Because reality, for a girl like me, it's hopeless. Our reality is hopeless for a girl like me. That's what I said. My choices were to be a priestess or a lesbian. I choose priestess. Thanks. I don't like women. I don't know what. I'll be a priestess. I don't need that in my life. And think about it. It was a choice I made long ago. I don't need sex. I don't need you to touch me. I'm Lilith. I'll sit here and just put dirty thoughts in your head. I can just talk dirty to you in your sleep and you can just blow a load. I don't need to you don't have to touch me. Sorry, it's not funny. It's part of my unique, wonderful powers. Yeah. Anyways, going back to it. We have every reason to give up. Each and every one of us have been through things that nobody survives, and we can be justified in not wanting to ever try again. But then we end up like Marshall. Fuck. 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 He can't be my last, bro. He can't be my last. He can't be my last. Bobby can't be my last, bro. I can't let that be the end of my story. That I was just some side chick to some guy. Or that I was just, a battered woman. I can't let these be my stories, bro. Yeah, they were, but it's not where it ends for me. I can't let it end there. I owe it to myself to try harder, to not let my story end like that. I asked Mr. Plum how come he never got married or had kids, and he said, the truth. I married my job. And it brought me all the love and joy I ever needed. And that's it. He didn't need someone to physically touch him to feel love and joy. He felt it in the world that he had created. It wasn't about a physical touch. It wasn't something he needed. I mean, he's a man, so he must have had feelings. We won't deny him that. But ultimately, it wasn't something that he made a priority. I've got to get married. I've got to have kids. Some woman out there loves me, and it was just never a thing. And yet, I go with him to the stores, and I can feel these women loving him. Like, I think they've been chasing you for years. So you think so? Yeah, that's what my intuition says. Think about it, Mr. Plum. You're a great guy. You had a great job. You taught kids. You loved kids. You were always, you're at the church. You're a good person. Why wouldn't women love you? Maybe you just didn't give them a chance to love you. And it's never too late. Never too late to curl up and, have someone hold you. I don't know. He could have had a great woman and tons of kids. Imagine, any lifetime before this, probably. There was no contraceptives. You had a bunch of kids. You had as many as your body could produce. Till God said no more. You know what I mean? It wasn't like you stopped making them. They just stopped coming out. Truthfully, I don't know. Maybe the pull-out game was real back then. I asked Mr. Plum that. He said, I had to. I don't have family. His family was active. His parents were active, and he said they used protection. Isn't that funny to think about? He's 70, and I'm asking about his parents if they were having sex. Because there's only 2 kids. They only had 2. How did they not have more? They were, they were responsible. Truthfully. And that was way before, women contraceptives. I mean, there were some, but they were dangerous. They were, the IUT, everybody got cancer from. Let's put a piece of metal in there to block this. Let's put a baby blocker in there. Yeah, I did that. Wasn't even having sex. I put that thing, the one in your arm. I can't think of it, what it's called right now. Lasts for 3 to 5 years. Before, the first ones were only 3, but then they extended them. So it just releases hormones into your body. Why did I use them? Because it stopped my freaking periods. So I would just use it to stop the monthly cycle. It just stops them. So if I don't have a period, I don't have pain. That's it. It wasn't about not having babies. I got excited at the idea I was going to start having sex. Until I blacked out and realized this isn't working. Yeah, I got a tragic story. Here's a story of a lovely lady. She's love and light. Nah, bro. I try to make light of it. Shit is dark. It's the dark ages. How old is he? 33. How old am I? I'm about to be 42. Yeah, you hear that 9-year difference? I don't have a problem with it. I've been a cougar my whole life. It's like, don't make me love Ellie. All right, fine. I could do another 25. I've got the virility in me to be great with you. I'm kind of old, bro. Too old for this shit, bro. If you was like a 25 with an old soul, then maybe we can work this out. But no, I ain't got that cougar in me anymore. I'm not really pouncing on shit. I'm not. I'm not talking about my sex life. I'm talking, well, that's, Very non-existent in the sense of I'm not chasing. I'm not a puma, a cougar, a tiger, a lion. Oh my, none of that. Like I believe you want this for me, and I believe I can have it, and I'll do whatever you say. But if you say so, God. So yeah, I want it, but you gotta understand what I gotta go through to keep that want, and I don't want it most of the time. So you catch me on a Monday. I'm a man-hating, a man-eating bitch on a Monday. Oh, on a Saturday for sure. I hate men too. Did I hate mankind yesterday? Yeah, I hate them on a Wednesday too. You gotta catch me at the right day. He didn't catch me on the right day. He thought he was gonna play that Jupiter. He thought today was a good day. Today is a good day. This is a day. I've been watching her videos. She's always good on a Thursday. She says, come holler at me on a Thursday. Not today. What are you thinking? Did you watch the video today before you sent that, you stupid? I hate people that ask me. My daughter does that all the time. How are you and the kids? Are you watching? Because I swear, I'm telling everything. Thanks, God. Bring the wind. So he's like, here's some more wind. We'll blow some inside too. And the breath of fresh air. That's what that is. Dude, without the wind, without the breath in our air, the lungs, the air in our lungs, we don't live. We can't live. Be grateful that when he sends you a breeze. It's a reminder. I'm giving you air to breathe. I'm giving you life. Take the littlest things for granted. You know what I mean? That's it. I was like, oh, fresh air. That's so nice. That came from God. Because there's the stalest air down here. It smells like the paper mill and everything. So, yeah. I mean, why am I so... That's why. I can't tell you what it really is. I can only tell you what it feels like, bro. And I really try to tell you what I've been through, but you're really not going to get it. And nobody should have to go through all that. It's just a story. It's a fucked up story. But as fucked up as it is, I promise you, it's so many women's stories, bro. That's where it gets sad. It's like, man, you are not alone. That's some bullshit. And that's why I gotta tell these stories. I gotta tell girls that we will. But it is gonna take a lot. I'm not mad, bro. I get sad about it. Why aren't you fucking married by now? Why aren't you dating? Why haven't you how come you still can't even talk to a man? And that's where it goes back to. You guys are, what happened to your twin flame? Bitch, leave me alone. Ask him. I'm doing my best. How can he approach me when I'm this touchy? He doesn't know if I'm okay yet. I keep telling him I'm okay, but then he sees I'm not. He doesn't know. He doesn't know how to make me okay. And that's what I keep saying. You can't. You're not going to make everything better. And this isn't going to... If you're waiting till I get better, then... Fuck, bro. I'm getting better every day. But if you're waiting till that day when everything's all good, bro... Shit. You're going to miss every day of your life. There's good parts of every day. But as far as my man, he's not going to make this better. That's why I was making fun of myself on that fucking card. The Eight of Swords. This stupid bitch. I'm waiting for my husband to come rescue. This is me. This is me. I was making fun of me. Yeah, in my wildest dreams, some guy's going to fucking come get me out of this bullshit. No, I can do that. I'm going to get out of it. And, you don't have to Captain Save this hoe. I'm not a hoe. I can do this. But I don't want to. But I can. And that's just kind of where it is. It's like, they keep pulling back because I keep pulling back. But they don't understand that it's not them. It's just, that's the waves that I got to go through. I'm not pulling back from you. I'm pulling back from my memories, man. And it's just going to be a ride. And that's just how it is. My husband's got to understand what I've been through and that I need more care than others. And I understand that from my husband. You're going to need more. God gave me to you because you need more. you know? And I don't expect you, and that's it. I don't expect you to be fucking spiritual or psychic or intuitive or any of that. Just hope to God that you're trying to be better. That's all I got. If you have a drive, and I got into it with a couple people on Marshall's post about that. People were talking about better health is no good. Better health is better health. Why wasn't no good for you? Because you didn't utilize the tools that were given to you? You didn't like the words that were said to you? And that's where I said next. I was like, how many times have you had a cheeseburger till you found the right one? But how many cheeseburgers do you still eat? And there's only that one. I'd like a perfect therapist. But at this point, I'll take anyone. Can I get a priest that doesn't touch kids? Can I talk to you about my problems? That's what it is. They're not there to fix you. They're there to be a fucking shoulder to cry on. You fix yourself by letting this shit out. That's what I said. I was pissed off. I wasn't. I know he was like, oh, God, she's not gonna... You get him, girl. All in his posts. Getting all these motherfuckers. Leave him alone. We're just trying to help people. Leave him alone. Fuck. Then there was this one that said... Go look in his comments. I'm in there. It said, the real Islam. And he was talking crap about better health. I was like, maybe you just need Jesus. I know Marshall laughed at that one. Did you tell an Islam man he needs Jesus? Well, we tried to get him therapy. I'm polarizing with my words. Don't fuck with me. Leave me alone. Leave my boyfriends alone. Leave my peoples alone. Leave us alone. And that's it. It's like, yeah. You thought. He didn't think. That's what Mr. Poe was like. I can't believe he did it. I just can't believe he did it. Don't believe he did it. It was God. He has no power. That was not him. You could say it was the devil. But the devil doesn't exist. Sure made me feel devilicious. I was so mad. That's it. Sometimes you can't just alchemize the shit. You can't. Sometimes they give you so much negativity that, alright, bro, I'm just going to give some of this back to you because you just gave me too much. I got too much already on my plate. I can't take your negativity. I'm going to just have to give it back to you, bro. I got too much negativity. I'm just being honest. I've taken on too much. I have no room for you and your bullshit. I'm alchemizing bigger problems than you and your gay childhood. You guys are like, are you making fun of gay men? No. I'm making fun of a fucking man that I was married to that lied about his sexuality. How would you feel? How would you feel if you found out your wife was a whole lesbian? That your dick did nothing for her. She's a whole lesbian, bro. She don't even like your type. She likes the same type you like, and she's competing with you for these people. That guy is hornier off of my twin flames than I am. Gross. Gross. We're competing for the same man? Get away from me. Oh, God, my stomach hurts. I have no problem with gay men. I have a problem with straight men that pretend they're not. That lie to fucking women and men and their children. My daughter figured it out before I did. I didn't even want to face it. But then again, she's awoken and she's LGBTQ friendly. She can recognize your flag from a mile away. He has a mayonnaise flag, if you ask me. What's my flag? A survivor, domestic or sexual abuse survivor. Why would a gay flag man come over to a sexual abuse survivor flag? What flag are you trying to capture right now, bro? You're so confused. You don't even know what flag you wave. There's nothing wrong with gay men. It's wrong when you're sitting there lying to the world about who you are and what you like, what you don't like. And that goes back to Bobby. He's laughing. Bobby's laughing because that's what I hit him with. If my sex was so good, then how come I couldn't keep my husband? Because he was gay. All right, I guess it is that good. Because he still kept coming back. He's like, wait, I think I might be straight. She's got really... No, I'm not. I just have one question. Are you catching or receiving? What does that mean? Are you giving your wiener to boys? Are you sticking your dick in butts? Or they're sticking them in your butt? That's what that means. The only thing I want to know is, were you giving your dick to other men, or you're letting other men stick it in your butt? I just really want to know that. Does it make a difference? A little bit. Are you powerless or in control? No. I know how this goes. You're on the bottom. You bottom feeder. You're like, how can you do this? Because I'm Lilith. I can get away with more than you ever will ever understand. Because I mean it from my heart, and I'm not hurting no. Well, it hurts your feelings. They're just words. If you're a gay man that eats ass or plays with buttholes, then you're a bottom feeder. What's wrong with calling you what you are? If you are a straight man that eats women's ass, you are a bottom feeder. What's it taste like? I had a whole conversation. It's in my documentary. I had a whole conversation with a bunch of people at the Black Hawk Casino about this. Everybody had everybody had their own opinion, and it was a great conversation. Then this one guy comes in, he's like, nah, but I don't want them when they're straight out of the shower, because then it has no taste. And we all look at him like, well, I never considered that. It'll taste like soap, right? How do you like your ass to taste? I can take a dark subject and make it worse. And we'll laugh it off and it never happened. No, it really is happening. Don't forget. People, don't forget. I try. Till you come over fucking trying to poke me. You poke the bear, you're gonna get the bear. And then DMX came with that song. Where the hood at? Oh, that's all right. It wasn't. That's how all the G Unit felt like. That's how all the G Unit. It wasn't that he was gay. It's that you faked us out. You fucking lied to us. Everybody told us you were gay, and we stood up for you. We look like idiots now. Are you gay for me? You've been taking pictures of me? You've been jerking off to me? You gay for me? What you been doing with my pictures? You want my ass? I'm scared. I'm out of here. There's nothing wrong with young Buck. He about to get Buck in here. Grab the bull by its horn. Welcome to the dirty. You ain't never been here before. Sure you want to ride? We can get low. It's not funny. It's a fucked up life. It isn't. But going back to it, yeah. I'm a survivor, and I'm trying to survive, okay? How long have I been away? I don't know. Let's think. At least 7 years. 7 years I've been trying to overcome this. I'm trying. 7 years in Tibet. I'm working on it. But it doesn't end with you, dude. You're over, and you're never getting another try, and I don't know why I tried so hard. Oh, yeah, that's right. I was crazy. That's it. You're like, oh, just forgive yourself. You were mentally ill, bro. It's not forgivable. It's unforgivable. Yeah, my reality sucks, bro. If I have to tell you about my real life, oh, fuck that. I don't even want to tell you what I've been through. I'll just tell you. Who cares where I've been through? It's where I'm going, bro. You don't want to know where I've just come from. It gets worse and worse. The further we go down this fucking tree of life, dude, the worse it gets. Let's talk about your childhood trauma. Let's don't. Never mind, too late. So, yeah. But you'll see me every night. I'm like, hey, there's a guy out there. He loves me. We're getting married. I always have to end on a happy note, even though I'd be so sour about it. It's not. It's just that it's a lot of work, bro. It's a lot of work to to overcome that kind of stuff, bro. And I was in it to win it for 10 years, bro. I was with him off and on for almost 10 years trying to fucking win this battle. And then still another 7 years of him fucking with me. He's fucking with me. Maybe he'll stop fucking with me. I told him, sign over your rights. Never occurred to him. You're not a father. Sign over the rights. And then all that money that you owe goes away. Let us go. You wanted to abandon them, then do it the right way. Do it fully. If you're not going to pay the money and you don't care about them and you don't want them to have a better life, then sign the rights. Do it. Do it the right way. Instead of being one of these fathers, bro. Just admit, I'm not their father. I don't know how to be their father. I've never been their father. I'm not going to be their father. And sign them away so somebody can. So somebody can come in and be their father. They're going to anyway. Someone will come in and father them. They'll show them what it means to have a man. And as you can see, guys, you ain't got to be a great man. You just got to be a man of your word. Have a heart. You know what I mean? This is the standard, bro. This is all we've seen as a man. That's what you don't understand. It's not hard for us to love people. It's hard for us to accept that, people at face value because of what we've been through. And going back to that better health, my kids have been in fucking therapy because of him since they were, let me think. We started with the domestic violence therapy, which was a lot of group counseling. But when I got them their own, I had them set up, they had a school therapist. And then they had an actual psychologist. In Colorado, they have one group, it's called Community Reach. No, and now they have the Griffin House. They had Community Reach, where you would go to a facility. Well, they had started a school program to where they started sending counselors to districts. So the kids had a school counselor, and then they had the Community Reach counselor that would come and meet with them. So then through Community Reach, I also set them up with their own individual therapist. They had their own. So they were getting therapy in school from the school therapist, plus an hour a week with the trained therapist from Community Reach, and then each week an hour outside of school hours with another therapist. We went deep, dude. We had a lot to talk about, and I know they didn't. I'm not the best listener, and they need someone to talk about what they've. So we did, and I did it, and then there was other therapy we had to do. So like they have what is it called? We had to do occupational therapy, which is like sensory issues. So like certain things, like my daughter didn't wear socks. She couldn't wear socks. She would go psycho as soon as they touched her feet. My son and my daughter couldn't wear jeans as soon as they touched them. The biggest one was the food. They couldn't eat different foods. As soon as they would smell a food or see a food, it would make them, sick. So I had to start putting them through therapy to start understanding what's wrong with them. Why do they act this way? That's another thing. What happened to my kids? They got stunted at their growth at certain ages, So like smells and foods would trigger them. You know what I mean? They don't have the memories, but their body would react. You know what I mean? If I served something that was being served a night that that I got beat, even though if they don't have the memories, that food is stuck with that memory. You know what I mean? That smell of that food, stuff like that. As far as, their sensories, it's just sensory overload. They didn't know how to express their feelings. I never knew why she would freak out like that about her socks. And that's it. If something touches your body, or, it's just a trigger. She felt completely out of control as soon as something was wrapped around her feet. Where did that come from? I'm not exactly sure. But somewhere, something. So going back to therapy, no. And, that was the fucked up part, is I was so worried about them that I wasn't taking care of myself. If I could just make my kids better, everything will be better. All I cared about, because what I knew is he's this way from his childhood. By the time I left him, I realized this comes from childhood. That's all I knew. So I needed to make sure my kids didn't get all fucked up from what they'd seen and what we'd been through. So I started there, but I wasn't getting my own help. And there was lots of recommendations to it. They're like, would you like us to put a referral for you? No, all I'm worried about is them. I don't have time. And I didn't. I'm giving them all that time, and then I'm also working at night. I'm doing all of this. I had no time for me. I had no time to worry about me. But again, I always said, when they're good, then I'll start taking care of me. And they did get good. And then God woke me up and it's like, it's time to take care of you. And now, because of all the therapy and stuff, now why I take care of me, they're understanding about what I'm going through because they've already been through it in their own little sessions. They came first. I come second. So, if you go through 10 years of torture, hopefully it won't take you 10 years to recover. But it's going to take some time. Me thinking that I could heal all of my shadows in a summer was not realistic because first off, I didn't even know what I was suffering from and I had no idea what shadows are there. And that's why I laugh about it now. It's like, oh man, I don't know what else is in there. This might not ever end. Can you just love me while we do this? If you're waiting for me to be perfect and I'm waiting for you, well, it might never happen. What the fuck is moving out here? Do you hear it? Something's moving out here. I don't know. Let's turn on the light and see. Something's moving on the ground. I hear it. You hear it? It's something with wings. Something's on the ground flopping around. Okay. I'm like, what is it? I hear it. It's over here. I can hear it. Something's flopping. It's going to fly right at me and I'm going to scream. Anyways. Oh my god, I told you it would. It's because I can't see it. Okay, I heard you. Get away from me. God and his creatures. I heard you. What are you? I'm scared. Your wings sounded big. Did you hear it? I don't know. It scared the shit out of me. You're so brave. Sometimes. Until something small comes making noises. I'm like, You're so brave. Yeah, until a bug comes. It's like elephants. Like they're so big and powerful until they see a mouse and you're like, ah! This is funny. Yeah, so, I'm not okay. That's okay. I have some good days, and I have some hard days. They're not bad, it's just hard. They're just hard. It wasn't a bad day, it's just hard. Sometimes it's just hard. What makes it hard? The feelings, man. I can't just stuff them and pretend. So I have to do the hard work, and they make for hard days. But I'm not going to stop. And that's where it's like, you done with this? You want to do some of this hard work with me? We can cry about some shit together. I mean, seriously. But at the same time, it's like, you're not going to push me. I'm pushing myself as hard as I can. Nobody can push me harder than I am. And I can't force this to be okay. But look at how close I am. I'm so much closer than I ever thought I would ever be. And that's it. As soon as I get right there, it's like, I gotta, as close as I want to be, it's still, the past is still there. And that's what I'm trying to work through. And I'd like to believe that, I don't have to work through all of it before I see a future. That's just it. And that's, I can't force you to be brave when I'm struggling too. Whoever he is, you know what I mean? Like, you just don't understand what this takes to really give yourself up like this, to really try to be open again after some shit. Look at me and look at Marshall. Understand how hard it is to come back from where we've been. And we're trying, bro. We're trying. Try with us. Try with us, dude. Try. Please. Don't wait till we're successful to be like, yeah, it does work. Try to make it work. Maybe you can make it work before us. Maybe you don't have all the same shit we've been through, you know what I mean? You do have the pain, and you do have the holdback, and you have all the reasons not to try again. He had no reason to want to try until I started telling him we have to. Royce had no reason to believe there was anything wrong with him. Logic, none of them. They were, till they saw this, you know what I mean? And that's what we're here to do, is inspire you, but trust and believe we're trying our hardest on our own levels, bro. And it's not easy. Not for you, not for me, not for Marshall, not for any of us, bro. When the Pope wakes up, it's not going to be easy for him either. It's just not. It just isn't easy to be Christ-like. It's not. It's not. When we're really just, very devilicious. So, yeah. Let's just close this chapter. Let's take a nice breath of fresh air as God has given us. We get it good tomorrow and you get ready for the next battle. It happens. It's by the design of the day. By tomorrow, sometime, once we're in our goodness, then it's time to fight the badness. They only get you good just so you can you'll be good enough to put up the fight. So, let's get it right, because we're going to have to fight. What are we fighting for? For ourselves. We're not fighting anyone else. We're just fighting to be better people inside, to be more trusting, to be more understanding, to be more loving, to be more open, to be more compassionate, to be more truthful about how we feel. That's all we're trying to do. Why is this person creeping? Hey, you want to hear something funny? I saw Scary Larry drive by. His window was down. He looked straight at me. And on his side of his car, it says, "Stop sinning," right? I yelled back at him, "You stop sinning, you dark practitioner!" Roll your window down. I told you, if I see him again, I'm going to run across the foot. I'm not really fast. Can you imagine seeing me and my fucking 180 pounds come running at you? Meanwhile, I'm running from the bugs. That scared the shit out of him. He hit the gas so fast. He sees me running off this porch at him. Somebody get your camera out. This is going to be good. What are you going to do when you get to him? I don't know. Let's hope he runs. I don't really have a plan. I never have a plan. Just sounds like a good idea. This is going to be fun. About to fuck some shit up. Just kidding. I don't know. So, yeah. It sucks to be me. It sucks to be me. Not always. Sometimes. It's okay. You take the good, the bad. It's not bad, bro. You take the good with the ugly and you make it great. Life gives you lemons. What is that? You can do so much with lemons. Life gave me a big fat potato. Now you can do plenty with potatoes. A leek. God gave me a leek. Fuck do you do with a leek? There's a leak on the boat. There's a leak in the boat. I don't know what to do. Listen to him blowing wind. I love you, God. Anyways, yeah, that's it. I'm just gonna leave it on that note. Single, and single with all the hopes of being married. I'm blowing right past the dating and going straight into the madness again. You want to go and have on a baby? Save the world? Can we talk about your childhood traumas? Want to take a bath with me? What do you want for breakfast? What am I doing wrong, God? What am I doing wrong? I'm not going to stop being me. I'm just going to be better at it. Once I stop feeling sorry for myself and shit. Anyways, hey. Does it suck to be you? Yeah, it sucks to be me too. It's okay. We're some suckers. I'm hearing suckers for love. There you go. Go get some help. Guys, go talk to somebody. For real. I'm not saying they're going to make all your problems fucking... They're not there to fix you. They're just there to listen, bro. I can't fix my husband. But just listening to him will make it better. He's not going to be able to fix me. Don't say a fucking word, dude. Just listen to this bullshit that's happening with me. That's all they're supposed to do is listen, dude. A safe place. What more can you ask for? Who are you going to be able to take this to, dude? No, they don't know what you're feeling, bro. They don't know what you've been through until you tell them. And they can have compassion, and really that's all you need is somebody to have compassion. You don't need them to fully understand, because they truly won't. They won't. But they can be there for you while you try to understand it. Because really, this is your journey. You and your therapist is you speaking to someone that's... Well, how does that make you feel? They're asking you the questions you need to ask yourself. And ultimately, if you're not like me, where you're letting these thoughts out on the internet or somewhere, you know what I mean, then they're not going anywhere. It's got to come out. You gotta get these words. You gotta put it into words. You gotta tell somebody what's happened to you. You gotta tell people you gotta tell somebody what's inside of you. In the sense of you'll take it to the grave, or it'll take you to the grave. It's sad. I mean, listen to my stories. They're fucking disgusting. You were married to a gay man? Oh, well, I didn't know he was gay when I married him. What do you mean you didn't know? That's what everyone's saying. Dude, he was always fruity. I guess. There's so many people like, I told you. I guess. You told me to leave him, too. Didn't listen then, either. Are you surprised that I didn't see the red flags? I was psycho. I didn't see anything. Especially his wiener. There's so many things I didn't see. So, give me a chance to figure out what I'd missed. Sorry. Hey, Christian, I forgive you, bro, but just leave us alone. Just leave us alone. We don't want to be friendly with someone that just wants to manipulate us. We don't even, you know what I mean? Seriously, we would have felt better about, damn, your dad helped us. I'd have been so grateful that you were the one that helped us. You didn't. You hurt us. You could have. It would have been that simple. Let me go help my former family. Let me give them something to help them out. You didn't, bro. You don't want to help us. You just want us to make you feel better about your life. But there's nothing good about your life and the way you're living it, bro. I know my words hurt you, but so do yours. Your words hurt me too. But my words were the truth, bro. You are gay. You are not a Christian man. You abandoned and rejected your whole family and all 3 of your children. You abandoned and rejected God. Period. Point blank. So God's not going to bless you for this, bro. You're creating your own madness. And, like I said, the things you do for that money, if that's what gives you power and you want to use that power against us, then don't give us shit, bro. Just know that you're powerless to us. You're not more powerful than us. You're powerless. You have no power over us. None. And you can't even help us. So you have no purpose. Sign over the rights and let us go. Just make the decision and let him go. So that we don't have to sit around thinking that one day you will do what a father does, which is help. It's okay. My dad never did either. I forgive him. I released him of being a father, and I just accept that, he just didn't have it in him. My kids are good kids. They'll forgive you. They already do. They already do. So anyways, yeah, the rest of you, try to be better. Maybe you ain't got all this, but you got a reason to keep trying, dude. If I can search for love and I can give love, you can too. You can too. Hey, I love you guys. I'll see you tomorrow for our Friday then. Saturday, Sunday. What the fuck? I love you guys. Bye.